So this train just ran into the back of this train. Train signals. Right. I can use these signals to direct where the trains are allowed to go. That's how we can prevent head-on collisions. Oh, this is doing my head in. Yeah, okay, so that's 5 out of 6 of our goal for today. That's pretty good. Today, I think it's time that we get on with building the research facility, which I was going to put down here near the spaceport, because we can get space science from space, and then we can deliver it right here in the research center. And the reason I want to get space science is because there's so many cool technologies that we have yet to access, such as the Covarex enrichment process. This allows us to get rid of all our excess bad uranium that I've got stockpiling back over at the nuclear facility. Our chests are almost nearly full. We've got plenty of the good uranium, so that's at least a bonus. And we can start turning that, along with all the bad uranium, back into something good. So that's one thing I want to do. The next thing I want to do with the space science in particular is damage. So if we have a look at this, we've got our laser weapons damage pretty much maxed out as far as we can go. But you can keep going. And you can see here we've got this level 7, because this is the 7th tier of research. And then it goes to infinity. This means that you can just keep researching this tech over and over again, and the cost will go up, but you can keep improving it. And this upgrades it by 70%, which is huge, especially considering that my walls over here somewhere, where is it? Over here, are getting damaged. There's some very aggressive biters up here somewhere. I do need to line this up with more laser turrets, so that's another thing we can do, is start manufacturing laser turrets. Oh, here we go. Laser turrets. The laser turrets absolutely melt them, which is good. So that's decent defense. The other thing that I want is to increase the worker robot speed, because currently our worker robots are really slow, or at least slower than I'd like. So I want to set a target for myself. I want to be researching 100 per minute, 100 science packs per minute. Previously, they peaked at 53.6. But that wasn't consistent because we were manually feeding the science packs. So I want to try and be a bit more consistent by building a factory dedicated to making all of the science packs, and then supplying that straight to the labs automatically. So that's the goal for today. And I've done the math. If we set a target for 100 science per minute, then I need to build 7 assemblers for the red science, 7 assemblers making military, 8 making greens, 17 making blues, 10 making purples, 10 making yellows, and then I don't know about the space because we haven't got that far yet. The biggest problem are the blue ones, because it's the time taken to craft them. You see all the other ones, they take 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds. This is 24 seconds for 2, so that's 12 per pack. So the blue science is the slowest. So we actually ended up needing a crazy 17 crafters just to make the blue science. Now we've got the advanced circuits, they're easy. They've been done here already, and they are sitting in a very big buffer. We have the productivity modules all sorted. Therefore, the purple science. We still need to mass produce furnaces. We are producing them here, but not very quickly. We have a good supply to get us started, but I want to build a bigger facility for that. And the other thing is engines, which we have a stockpile built up here, and we can very easily extend this design. So that's going to be all sorted. So I guess the last thing now is just to grab the labs and head over to the research center. These guys are also trying to break through the wall down here too. One of these big problems with the lab designs is you end up with arms taking science packs out of a lab to move it to the next lab. And when you have such a large array, you end up with a small amount of time that labs are not actually researching anything, because they've had all their science packs taken out. So to solve that, you can kind of just have more access points for labs to come, for science packs to come in. and then just make sure that they don't distribute across 100 of them like I was just about to. So what we could do is if we divide this up into groups of 9, and then let's say we have a bulk inserter going into only a few of these, like such, then it's not so strenuous on the main chain for these inserters to be able to distribute all the science packs around. We have 6 science packs, but there's a lot more in the game as well, which means it won't fit on these belts. How do I solve that? I could go sushi, which I don't really want to do because I'm terrible at this game and I don't know how sushi belts work. Or I can extend this and then have the belts running in like this. There's 6 that you get from space, so we could just do something like that. And there we go, that would be our setup. Let's copy this whole group. Place that down and place that down. And now we need a belt that comes in here, and we need to make sure that this belt, this will be a big bus, by the way. Big bus, probably a 6-way bus. Oh, science packs. Now I need to find a way to split that off and keep it going. I have a bus splitter, but it's not very big. But I can, the principle holds, so I could keep the same general design. Okay, that plugs into there. Then we need one more connection here for this tunnel. Doesn't look too bad. And that would be the general design. So then let's copy this. That ends up there. Now we need to actually fill it. We'll only be able to fill 3 full belts and half of one other belt. Our crafting is just going to go here to the left of it, I believe. Or I think we should. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the reds. And that's going to output in the middle. Because then we have our greens over here. We got 8 crafters, so we need one more. Okay, belt number 1 is in. Next we have the blues, which is a crazy amount. We need 2 belts in the middle because they take 3 ingredients total. And then we can flip. Duplicate and flip the array onto the other side, and we do need one more to make up 17 because we only have 16 here. So that should fill that belt, and then we need to join them up with the other pack. Military pack is again 3, so we can run that on this belt here. But again, we have to double belt. Cool, so that's 4 science packs, and then the next one, purple and yellow are both 10 crafters each, and they both take in 3 ingredients. So that's purple. We can just copy this and probably flip it onto the other side. There we go. And let's swap this guy over to yellow, paste that across. There's our science packs. So that's what we're going to be making. So now we need to grab all the ingredients. Okay, we're going to need quite a lot of trains this time, I think. We need 16 different items. Okay, hang on. We said we were going to do the low density structures over at the spaceport because we have the copper here. So maybe we do copper here and then also recycle the copper plates. We've also got copper here. We could recycle the copper plates from that process and bring it over here to the red science as well. Transport belts we already have making up here. We could increase the rate at which though. And we would have to build another station. Connect you up. Cool. Also need some train signals so we don't have any collisions. Station goes here. Locomotives. Yeah, alright, cool. So that's going to account for half of 2 packs. Then we need to fit this somewhere. Productivity modules does mean that this train is going to have to do a long... We're going to have to need a long stop for that, but that's expected because we need the other circuits too anyway. Okay. Let's get this station sorted. Oh, geez. What did I just do? Stop that. Okay, there we go. So let's copy this. Yeah, let's put the station in here. Plonk you down. And then this needs to be a 2-way station. Yeah, this is where it's going to get really, really tricky. Oh, I have to get around these cliffs. They're so annoying. Wait a minute. What if I wonder if this works. I can place these and I can actually hop in them. Maybe. No, hang on. I'm pretty sure you can hop into these, can you not? Yeah. So why? Oh, it's just too far away. Damn, I thought I was being clever. Unless... Vehicles inaccessible. Ah, you sneaky devs. Alright, I have to go the long way around. Okay, so, train station. We will need some train signals to make sure we don't crash into things. Let's put these in. We want them to escape up north. That should do. Okay, so then looking at our train, we need to pull off the green circuits for the inserters. We need the red circuits for the blue science. What else do we need? We need the blue circuits for the yellow science. Electric furnaces need red circuits as well. And we need the productivity modules, which is on which carriage is that on? The last one, okay. Hopefully this becomes the be-all end-all. And then we also need a train for the gears. This damn cliff. I keep running into it and then realizing too late that, oh, I have to get around it. How many labs do we need? 111 labs. That's a lot. Didn't realize I was making that many. Okay. Okay, so first things first. Red circuits need to come along and head straight for the blue science. Okay, next thing we need is the sulfur and then the engines. Copy all this. And what comes first on this train over here? We've got gears, transport belts, and then engines. Okay, so the gears are going to be important. Transport belts, we need to connect up with the inserters, which are going to be crafting down here. Alright, let's head back down to the iron farm. What is this, Minecraft? Okay, that's going to load up with iron. And then we can deliver that over to our research center and make the inserters with it. That should make us our inserters for the green science. We can join this up with the transport belts. There we go. The greens are actually the first one we completed. Oh, the cliff got me again. He's fueled up. Go. Go. Oh, he's got a slow speed. He's heavy. He's a chonker. He comes down and then he slows down and arrives. Look at that. That's cool. So then we can get the second train going. Let's set him to go. So he's all full. He's going to head across. He's going to grab some fuel and then he's going to head on down to the second station here. Drop off the items that we need to make the rest of the science packs. Which leaves one more train, which is down here somewhere. Oh, hang on, this guy's stopped. Oh, I forgot to put the train signals down. Okay. I need to go and grab some more rocket fuel from our rocket fueling station and deliver that to one of the other trains that hasn't been given its fuel yet. I think it's this one down here. Yep. And then I need to add some rail signals to the stations, which I can't do because this cliff is in the way. I can't wait to blow this cliff up. Oh, that was close. Just saw my whole playthrough flash before my eyes. This damn cliff. Why is it that we can have elevated rail ramps, but we can't have footpath ramps? Or is that for the next DLC? We now have red science. Okay, red and greens are done, and blues. Let's do the grape juice. And for that we need rails. And there we go, there's our rails. Now we need electric furnaces. Yeah, what's going on here? Why are you stopped? Why have you all stopped? So you can't go through because you're... Oh, hang on. I think I need to separate these. There, yeah, okay, because that was counting it as the junction as well. Yep, okay, there we go. Batteries! We have batteries! Right, okay, so these are not going to be batteries. These are going to be flying robot frames. I have no idea how many of these things I'm going to need. What I do know is I need another dump chest. Oh my... Oh, this damn cliff. There we go. Furnaces, productivity modules, that's everything we need. Yeah, that's everything we need. Alright, cool. We're nearly there. Yellow science. What do we need? We've got the flying robot frames. Processing units are easy. Low density structures needs more steel, a lot of copper, and plastic bars. Plastic bars are easy to get. Oh! God damn it! Okay, so we got plastic, then we need steel. Where's our steel? Look how thick this bus is getting, that's awesome. Alright, let's plonk down all of these labs now. Oh yes. Go my minions! Okay, so we can split this off. This will make walls. And then we need piercing rounds, magazines, and grenades. Oh, that should be plenty. So that's our grenades sorted. Regular magazines go in there, and then red magazines will come next. And that should be everything we need for our military science. I think that's everything. So now I just need to bring this belt across. The last thing now is to hook all these up. Okay, here we go. Just gotta plug it in. Ooh! Here we go! This is it! We got bottles! So all the labs here are filled up, ready to go. Now we just need to turn it on. Listen to it go! Oh. So, what should we research first? Lab research speed, yes, let's do that. 250! How did we do that? I may have miscalculated slightly. 250 is insane! We're researching way too fast. 300! We've gone past 300! And it's still climbing! Did we just blitz through all that research? Holy moly, okay. What else can we research? Steel plates, that's gonna be a big one. Okay, so 10 hours ago, we were researching at a rate of about 50 science per minute. Now we're peaking at over 300. That's a massive upgrade. Okay, so while that's going, the more important thing we need to research are the speed modules, as well as laser weapons damage so that we can continue fighting back. And there's a couple other things too, like all the space age stuff, and the Covarex enrichment process, which is going to be really important for keeping our power production online. So that all needs space science, which is... That's not milk.